Hi, my name is Belgica and I am an actress. I live in LA and I make acting related videos every Monday and Thursday. So if you're interested in acting and casting websites, in how to film self-tape auditions, all that kind of stuff, I have lots of videos on it already. If you have video suggestions, leave them in the comments, DM me, email me, whatever you like. I upload every Monday and Thursday, so subscribe. I wanted to talk about today whether you should put extra work on a resume because I can see why a lot of beginner actors might think, yes, I should be able to put just anything on my resume. If that's all I have, then I'm going to put it. And in my opinion, I think it would be best if you didn't put your extra work on a resume, just because your actor's resume should reflect your ability in acting. So it would be much better if you went to a workshop, if you went to an acting class, to put that under your education, under your workshops, to put, I took a workshop on Meisner for one day. Like, even if it's that, at least they know that you have some training, you have some experience. And just one workshop would be and it would be like a practice and an exercise. So even that would be so much better than putting, I was an extra on Miranda Sings. I don't know why I thought of Haters Back Off. That's what it was called on Netflix. Whatever. I was an extra on a show. Just because as an extra, it's a lot of physical direction. So you're being asked, like, okay, hold this cup of coffee and just make sure that when she says this line, you start walking behind her. It's just, walking, it's sitting, that kind of thing. So they know that you can like sit, they know that you can possibly take direction in a way where you can do really simple things like that. So you don't really need to put it on the resume that you know that. If you have a special skill, like you were an extra on something, Stranger Things, and you were one of the skaters, and in a big scene of skaters, you actually showed a trick or something, then that is where you put it under your special skills at the bottom, instead of, having to put like extra work and then I skated, Stranger Things, whatever. That's just not really necessary. It's not acting, you weren't saying anything, so it just looks a lot more professional and they will be able to see a lot better what you are capable of at this moment. And it's a resume, so the good thing about that is that you can update it yourself as soon as you want to. You just go on in there and you edit it, and there's lots of ways to get stuff for your resume: student films, filming stuff with your friends, short films. There's a lot of different ways where you can develop your resume, even if you don't get cast by a professional commercial or film, feature film, whatever. There's a lot of ways. So I would definitely say work hard towards adding something else in your resume, even if at the beginning your resume are just a few workshops that you did, your special skills. That's amazing. But I think putting as an extra, it's like a whole different world than acting. If you do have experience on a set as an extra and it comes up during the interview, they tell you, hey, like, do you have any experience? Have you been on a set? Then that would be a really great opportunity to tell them, yeah, I was an extra, like 10 days on 13 Reasons Why. And so I know what it's like to be on set. I know the etiquette. I learned a lot. I learned the lingo. I know what crafty means, because a lot of non-actors don't really know what crafty means. And I know what quiet on set means, or rolling, or just a lot of things like that. So that way they're like, okay, cool. So this person knows some stuff, and that's great, because a lot of the time, working with somebody who's never been on a set, you do have to explain some things to them, because it's not just like a normal, everyday environment. So I would say go ahead and keep that extra work off of your resume, unless you do want to be a professional extra and you just want to be a full-time extra. I don't know what that's like, but if that is something that you want to do and want to pursue, then I would definitely say make a whole resume that's for extras, and submit to that stuff, and then they can see, like, oh, this person has done a lot of extra work. Maybe they just really enjoy doing extra work, and that this is what they want to do. So that's my bit on that. I would say that your resume should reflect all of your talents and all of your abilities, and putting extra work is not saying too much. You know, it's not saying enough. So you want to put more so people are more interested in you and people want to cast you. So at the end of every video, I do feature another channel. This is today's feature. If you would like to be featured on my next video, please leave me a comment, and if you want me to say something about your channel, leave me a couple of lines and I'll say it in my little outro. And make sure you're subscribed and like this video.